Very good morning, class 8. So we were continuing with our chapter number phrases, that is chapter number 20 of your grammar book, right? So as you all know, phrases, what are phrases? Phrases are called as the group of words. Phrases are called as the group of words. This is group of words. Does not contain a subject and a verb. Right? Then it gives a partly meaning. The meaning is not complete because it is a part of a sentence. It's a part of a sentence. इसको हम हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं? वाक्यांश. क्या बोलते हैं? वाक्यांश. Means वाक्य का अंश, means part of a sentence. Right? So it is a group of words. It is a part of a sentence. वाक्य का अंश है. Does not contain a subject or a verb. Then it gives a meaning but partly. Does not gives complete meaning. So it is quite enough to understand that what the phrase is, and it is a very important part of a parts of speech. So now we have discussed about that there are in your book we have already discussed about 4. The first one is types. In types we have discussed noun phrase, prepositional phrase, adjectival phrase, and the fourth one is adverb phrase. So we have discussed up till here. At noun phrase, the word that a noun phrase consists of a noun, it as a head word. तो means यहाँ पे जो noun phrase है, it will function as a noun. So means the whole phrase works as a noun. The whole phrase functions as a noun. Noun verb, इसमें noun जो word होता है वो head word होता है, ठीक है? It is more than enough. In this prepositional phrase, it consists of a preposition, an object of preposition, and it may also consist of other modifiers. Modifiers इसमें भी होते हैं. noun head word होता है आपका इसमें, और noun को describe किया जाता है, तो means उसमें बहुत सारे modifiers भी होते हैं और determiners भी होते हैं. तो means noun word है, head word है, and you have described the noun there, so the determiners and modifiers are added to it, and whole of it, the phrase functions as a noun in that part of the sentence. In prepositional, it starts with a preposition and mostly ends with a noun or a pronoun. So it ends, so whatever the preposition phrase ends with is called the object. Preposition से start होगा ये, और end कैसे होगा? It will end with a noun or a pronoun. So prepositional functions as an adjective or adverb. This functions as adjective or adverb. And it starts with a preposition and ends with a noun or a pronoun, that is the object of the preposition. तो जिससे ये end होता है जिस word से, वो object of preposition कहलाता है. Clear? Then comes the adjective phrase. Adjective phrases and participle also function as a, as a adjectives. ये भी adjective का ही काम करते हैं. Adjectives क्या होते हैं? They modify the noun or a pronoun. So when they function as an adjective to modify, to tell about a noun or pronoun, it consists of adjectives and other modifiers plus other modifiers. This adverb phrase, it is also a phrase, a group of word that functions as a group of word that functions as an adverb. तो ये यहाँ पे as an adverb function करता है. Adjective functions as an adjective only in a sentence plus other modifiers. Modifiers सब में होते हैं. In each phrase you have the main noun word or the preposition word plus with your noun or pronoun. So it starts with the preposition but ends with a noun or a pronoun. So the word with which it ends is the object of the preposition. Adjective means it is describing a noun or a pronoun. So adverb also a group of word that functions as an adverb. Adverb is a word that modifies the verb, adjective or another adverb. So prepositional phrase can also act as an adverb phrase. For example, in the above sentence, he always behaves in a good manner. In a good manner means in a good manner prepositional phrase है, पर काम कैसे कर रही है? एडवर्ब की तरह. आपको बता रहे हैं कि वो कैसे बिहेव कर रहा है. So now we will start with the exercise. Now we come to exercise number 1. It is on page number 110. Page 110. So exercise number 1 is the bird flew high. So what you have to do in this, underline the phrases in the following sentences and state their kinds. So we have to underline the phrases and हमें उनकी kinds लिखनी है. The bird flew high in the sky. The bird flew high in the sky. तो हमारा phrase क्या हुआ? In the sky. So it's a prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase. So this is our phrase. In the second sentence, he came home after the rain stopped. So after the rain stopped. This is also the prepositional. Third one. He spoke to me in a rude manner. Now, in a rude manner, it is a means like it was in a good manner. So it is like a prepositional phrase. It acts as an adverb also. So we can say this. He spoke to me in a rude manner. So we can write it here, adverb. In a rude manner. In a rude manner हमारा ये बन गया. हमारा ये किसको मॉडिफाई कर रहा है ये? The verb spoke. How he spoke, how she spoke. She spoke to me in a rude manner. So here in this sentence it is modifying the verb spoke. Adverb. Adverb phrase. Fourth one, the poetry was composed in the 18th century. Now in the 18th century. अब ये भी हमारा फिर से prepositional ही हुआ. पोइट्री कब लिखी गई थी? In the 18th century. The flight to Norway takes off at 1200 hours. Again it is telling you the time. Takes off at 1200 hours. So again it is a prepositional, because prepositions tell us about the movement, place, movement, time, location. I saw the basket filled with wild strawberries. Filled with wild strawberries. So here it is modifying the word noun. कौन सी वाली थी? बास्केट को वो मॉडिफाइड. आई सॉ द बास्केट फिल्ड विद वाइल्ड स्ट्रॉबेरीज. मीन्स बास्केट थी किससे फुल थी? तो हियर इट इज एडजेक्टिवियल. एडजेक्टिव बोल सकते हैं या एडजेक्टिवियल फ्रेज या एडजेक्टिव फ्रेज. एडजेक्टाइवल भी बोल सकते हैं आप. द बॉय इन अ ब्लू शर्ट. In blue shirt. So here it is modifying the boy. Which boy? So boy is the head word here. So it is a noun phrase. He came back in no time. In no time. Prepositional. I don't like your attitude, said she with a shrill voice. With a shrill voice. कैसी आवाज में बोला उसने? Shrill voice. तो ये हमारा आ गया एडजेक्टाइवल. 10. The cattle came close to the railway track. To the railway track. So it is coming towards, it is telling you about the movement. So it is a prepositional. So now we have completed our exercise number 1. So all of you do this in your books. Then the next one is the verb phrase. 5th one is the verb phrase. Verb phrase. Now the verb phrase is a combination of the main verb and the auxiliary. तो जो verb phrase है उसमें auxiliary verb भी होगा, means helping verb plus your main verb. Helping verb in a sentence. Like he is eating an apple. Like he is eating an apple. Is eating आपका जो है वो आपका, क्योंकि इसमें ना तो सब्जेक्ट आएगा ना ही आपका ऑब्जेक्ट आएगा, कुछ नहीं आएगा. तो ही इज ईटिंग आपका ऑक्सिलरी प्लस द मेन, तो ये आपका हो गया वर्ब फ्रेज. देन शी हैज फिनिश्ड हर वर्क. शी सब्जेक्ट हो गया तो वो भी नहीं हो सकता. वर्क भी आपका ऑब्जेक्ट हो गया, उसमें होना ही नहीं है. तो आपको मेन क्या लेना है? हैज फिनिश्ड. शी हैज फिनिश्ड. शी हट जाएगा. हैज ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब. फिनिश्ड ये आपका मेन वर्ब. तो ये आपका हो गया वर्बल फ्रेज. फिनिश्ड हर वर्क. So like this. So verb phrase can consist of a main verb, auxiliaries, its complements और the modifiers. ठीक है? Means वो verb को modify करेंगे तो एक दो words साथ में लग सकते हैं, तभी वो verb phrase बनेगा. जैसे कि हर phrase में noun phrase को भी describe किया तभी वो phrase बना ना. Otherwise noun is a single word, but phrase बनाने के लिए you need to add 2 or 3 words. You need 2 or 3 words, because one word is a noun, but it is when it is described it becomes a phrase. Hence it can refer to the whole predicate part. तो वो पूरा predicate part को भी ले सकता है. कैसे? You should study for the exam. You should study for the exam. अब वो ये कह रहा है कि जो आपका स्टडी आपका मेन वर्ब है, ठीक है, शुड आपका आ गया हेल्पिंग वर्ब साथ में. अब आपने आगे उसको प्रेडिकेट आपका ये पार्ट है फॉर द एग्जाम. तो बट क्या है कि जो वर्ब फ्रेज है वो मेन वर्ब, ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब, साथ में मॉडिफायर्स या कॉम्प्लीमेंट को भी ले सकता है. हैंस इट कैन रेफर टू द होल प्रेडिकेट. तो कई बार क्या होता है वो पूरे आपके प्रेडिकेट पार्ट को कवर करेगा जो वर्बल फ्रेज है. तो यहाँ पे ये पूरा आपका वर्ब फ्रेज है. क्यों? क्योंकि यहाँ पे मेन वर्ब को ये डिस्क्राइब कर रहा है, मेन वर्ब को ये हेल्प कर रहा है. ऑक्सिलरी शुड स्टडी, किस लिए स्टडी करना है? फॉर द एग्जाम. तो यहाँ पे ये पूरा आपका वर्ब फ्रेज कहलाएगा. ठीक है. सो समटाइम्स इट कैन टेक द फुल प्रेडिकेट पार्ट. The next one is infinitive. Infinitive phrase. So what were infinitives? We have done this. हमने किए हुए हैं infinitives. तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा आपका helping verb plus main verb. But sometimes आपका predicate part पूरा ले लेता है वो. अब infinitives क्या थे? infinitives we have done the finites and non-finite verbs. In that we have read about the infinitives. So infinitives are an infinitive to plus simple form of the verb के साथ जब to लग जाता है तो वो क्या बन जाता है? infinitive form. And modifiers and other associated to the infinitive. So similarly, to make a phrase you need few words to add to it. modify करने के लिए, फ्रेज बनाने के लिए आपको सिंगल वर्ड के साथ आगे या पीछे कुछ लगाना पड़ता है ताकि वो मॉडिफाई हो जाए. डिस्क्राइब करना किसी चीज़ को. सो डेफिनेटली इन ईच एंड एवरी फ्रेज यू विल गेट कॉम्प्लीमेंट, दैट कॉम्प्लीमेंट ऑल्सो, कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स ऑल्सो एंड द मॉडिफायर्स ऑल्सो जो उस वर्ड को डिस्क्राइब करेंगे. इन्फिनेटिव फ्रेज ऑलवेज फंक्शंस एज एन एडजेक्टिव, एडवर्ब और अ नाउन. तो इसमें क्या है हमारे? टू प्लस सिंपल फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब. ये तो हमारा इन्फिनेटिव था. तो इसमें क्या होगा? इन्फिनेटिव वर्ड होगा, साथ में मॉडिफायर्स और कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स भी होंगे. एंड इट वर्क्स एज अ फंक्शंस एज अ it functions as an adjective, adverb or a noun. As an adjective, adverb और noun. तो ये तीनों तरह से आपका चल सकता है. ठीक है. Infinitive, to plus verb. For example, he likes to read books. Now, he likes to read. अब to read, to plus verb की फर्स्ट फॉर्म. read what? books. So ये पूरा जो आपका आ गया इन्फिनेटिव आ गया आपका फ्रेज. क्लियर? ही मेड अ प्लान टू बाय what? कार. He shouted to inform people about what? About the fire. So likewise it becomes an infinitive phrase. The next one is gerund phrase. Gerunds. So we have done this, already done this. Gerund phrase. And the next one is, eighth one is participial. Participial phrase. ये पार्टिसिपल से बना है और ये जिरेंड. जिरेंड हमने पढ़ा था नाउन प्लस वर्ब प्लस आईएनजी. सो वर्ब प्लस आईएनजी फॉर्म, ये हमारा जिरेंड था. सो सिमिलरली इट फंक्शंस एज अ नाउन. और ये फंक्शन कैसे करता है? इट फंक्शंस एज अ नाउन ओनली. It functions as a noun. So hence a gerund is also known as a verbal noun. इसको verbal noun भी कहते हैं. We have already done this chapter. Gerund phrase consists of a gerund and modifiers and the complements associated with the gerund, and gerund acts as a noun in a sentence. For example, I like writing essay, good essays. I like writing good essays. यहाँ पे राइट के साथ ing फॉर्म, व्हाट, गुड एसेज। तो साथ में आपको डिस्क्राइबिंग वर्ड्स भी ऐड करने पड़ेंगे फ्रेज बनाने के लिए। राइटिंग तो अकेला जीरेंट हो गया, बट फ्रेज बनाने के लिए यू हैव टू add this part also. So these are the modifiers or the words related to that infinitive. Then it is working as a noun but object में आया है ये. Then she started thinking about the problem. She started thinking is a gerund. About the problem is the modifier and the words associated with the gerund. So again it is a noun in an objective form. Sleeping late at night. Sleeping late at night is not a good habit. So sleeping late at night is a, sleeping हो गया gerund, late at night उसके modifier हो गए, तो ये phrase हो गया gerund phrase and in a subjective form, क्योंकि ये subject है हमारा, we are talking about it. Weeping of the baby. Now again here it is weeping of the baby means subject, gerund है, phrase बन गया weeping of the baby and in a subjective form. Participle verb past or present functions as a past or present. It functions as a adjective. It functions as an adjective and is known as verbal adjective. इसको हम verbal adjective भी कहते हैं, verbal adjective. Here, for example, the participle phrase consists of present participle also, means verb plus ing, or the past participle also ed वाली form जो होती है, verb plus ed form. So other form in a case of irregular and modifiers plus other associated words. Similar like in the other phrases, the main participle word plus the words associated with that word. Participle phrase is separated by a comma. So you have to take this thing in consideration that जो participle phrase है उसके बाद अक्सर comma लग जाता है, वो separate होता है दूसरे part of sentence से. So this is one of the identification. It always acts as an adjective in a sentence, और ये हमेशा adjective की तरह काम करता है. For example, the kids making noise. The kids making noise. The kids making noise, comma. Now here it is separated. Comma, need food. Need food. So here making noise. The kids making noise जो है, ये making आपका हो गया verbal phrase, verbal word, participle, noise, need food. तो जो इधर का सारा पार्ट है ये आपका बन गया participle phrase. But participle phrase as a it is modifying the word kids. किसको modify कर रहा है? Kids को. Kids जो कि noise कर रहे हैं, they need food. Now the next one, I received a letter mentioning about my exam. I received a letter mentioning about my exam. Now here this, I received a letter. ये तो एक sentence हो गया, single है ना. यहाँ से आप देखिए mentioning verb आ गया, about the exam ये आपका पूरा बन गया participle phrase. और तो इसमें किसको modify कर रहा है? Letter. Letter के बारे में बता रहा है ना, कौन सी letter जिसमें कि exam के लिए mention किया, ठीक है. तो एक तरह से ये modifier है, it modifies the adjective, it works as an adjective. So now we will do the exercise number 2. Identify the phrases in a bold type. Page is 111. exercise number 2. So you should also try to solve it yourself. Playing of DJ. Now, playing of DJ disturbed my sleep last night. Playing of DJ. So the first one is gerund as a subject. इसने सब्जेक्ट लिया है, नाउन एज अ सब्जेक्ट लिया है, ठीक है ना, क्योंकि स्टार्टिंग में आ रहा है ना, हमारा सब्जेक्ट आ रहा है प्लेइंग ऑफ डीजे, तो ये हमारा सब्जेक्ट है, वी आर टॉकिंग, तो आई हैव नॉट रिटन बट इट इज अ जेरेंट. राइडिंग ऑन अ हॉर्स, कॉमा, ही एंजॉयड द ब्यूटी ऑफ woods. Riding on a horse, he enjoyed. Now here comma is also placed, and riding on a horse. He enjoyed the beauty of woods. So is it a participle or a gerund? I think it's a gerund only. No doubt, a comma is placed in the sentence. This is a gerund. This is again a gerund. I don't like your clicking the tongue. I don't like your clicking of tongue. Gerund. Fourth one. Following your footsteps. Following your footsteps, I reached there. So here it's a participle. Grazing the cattle, he played on his mouth organ. Grazing the cattle, he played on his mouth organ. Grazing the cattle. Participle. I like your singing of ghazal. This is gerund. Grazing cattle on the pasture is the best way to raise them. Grazing cattle on the pasture is the best way to raise them. So it is a gerund. Again, it's a gerund. Making the announcement, the teacher left the room. Participle. 9. Crying baby gets the milk. Crying baby gets the milk. It's a gerund. Crying baby. I heard the creaking of branches. Gerund. So with this we have completed our exercise number 2 also, and now 2 more phrases are there, a positive and one more is left, absolute phrase. So in the next lecture we will complete this lesson also. So you try to do this exercise, try to solve this exercise. So rest part we will do tomorrow.